Back with another split format match from our tournament that's currently underway. This match is from round 2, and we have Aura Sniper versus Wooly, aka Cow Ant Moose. Aura Sniper looks like is playing Goat Control since we only have that. That's the only card pool with Call of the Haunted. So they must be playing Goat Control. I think that's the only one with Call of the Haunted. And then Wooly is playing Aliens, of course. We're going to see he's just going to shotgun the die for a shock trooper and leave it there. And then tour guide for a Grand Pulse. Tour guide for Grand Pulse turn 1 is not the worst play ever because it doesn't get punished by that many things. It's very hard to attack over at 2800, and it disincentivizes your opponent from setting back row since it'll just get popped by Grand Pulse unless it's chainable, like this MST. And it really only gets punished by spell removal effects, which are Fisher, Smashing Ground, which a lot of people don't even run in the main deck. I would say most players don't run those in the main deck, so this does not get punished that hard, or that commonly, I would say. We're going to see Burning Dragon come down for a free special summon because this Shock Trooper is a second monster, 2500, and when this is summoned, he is attempting to discard a spell to wipe the board, which tries to get negated by a Fiendish Chain, but then we have Chain MST to fizzle the Fiendish Chain. So that discarding Brain Control should now pop this last back row. And the Fisher goes down, or the Disappear goes down, and then the Burning Dragon is going to swing over that Shock Trooper. So that unexpected die ended up hurting Wooly a lot more than it helped him. If he just hadn't used the die, then Burning Dragon would not have been summonable, and Aura Sniper would have just had to set some back row and pass, basically. And Wooly would still have that die to use later instead of the Shock Trooper just getting attacked over. We're going to see Grand Pulse pop the back row, which I mentioned earlier. And what else was it? Yeah, we saw a Cosmic Cyclone plus a Grand Pulse to remove 2 of those 3 back row. And now Grand Pulse is just going to remove this 3rd one. So yeah, setting 3 back row when the opponent had a Grand Pulse just sitting there was pretty questionable, I would say. Not the best play, because that Grand Pulse is just getting absolute full value for free, basically. We're going to see this come down. We can remove the 2 A counters that Stealth Burster placed on Burning Dragon to get a revival of an alien monster. And what Wooly needs right now is hopefully a way to beat over this Burning Dragon. This is a very simplified game state. And yeah, of course we can always attack over things in attack mode in Aliens because we have Echidna to set them to 0 attack, and then search something like Alien Ammonite for a follow-up play. So Wooly is in a very good spot here. Aura Sniper is in top deck mode, and Wooly has a play for next turn. They're both kind of in top deck mode, but Wooly is he has a guaranteed Ammonite into Golgar. And we're gonna see a top deck Premature Burial for that Burning Dragon to do 2300 attack battle damage over the Echidna. Unfortunately, that does just get easily attacked over by Golgar, or popped, either way. And Wooly has another card in hand on top of that. Stealth Burster is going to place out 2 A counters, which Golgar is then going to remove, so we can get a 2600 attack in. Oh, and then we're going to place 6 more counters with a cell recombination device sending Stealth Burster. Ancient Ruins then uses 2 of those 6 counters to bring back the Stealth Burster, and we're going to swing... Oh, well, I guess... Oh, no, Wooly had already placed 2 from Stealth Burster earlier, and that is a once per turn effect. Yeah. So we put 4 counters on Golgar, remove 2 of them to revive the Stealth Burster, and swing for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, no Gores to punish that, to punish the direct attack. But Heavy Storm can pop this, which doesn't really do much for us. And this Bottomless is also doing nothing. So, so Wooly is going to go ahead and take game 1, popping that back row to attack directly. Game 2, Aura Sniper chooses to go second, taking that extra card. Getting to draw for turn when Wooly doesn't. We're going to see Summon Shock Trooper and pass. So just putting this 1900 on the board, which again, I don't really... Okay, interesting. I don't know. I don't really like the plays where you just throw a monster out turn 1 and just have it do nothing. It just opens you up to getting minused. That monster can get attacked over, it can get removed before it puts in any value for you. It didn't even get to attack for 1900 because it was turn 1. And we're going to see a Cyber Dragon just come down, attack over it, remove all 6 of those 8 counters, and then Witch of the Black Forest is going to do 1100 direct. Unfortunately, no Gores for Wooly. I wonder if either of these players play Gores. I'm sure they do. We're going to see Wooly have a Cyber Dragon of his own, followed by an Ammonite into Stealth Burster. Probably making a Golgar. Yep. So Stealth Burster gets to place 2 spell counters now. Oh my gosh. And Alien Overlord's going to come down, place 2 more counters on the opposing monsters, and then Golgar can use both of those counters to pop the Cyber Dragon. So Wooly put up a lot of pressure that turn. And Aura Sniper chose not to set the Solemn Judgment. I'm not sure. What did he? Did he set anything? I guess not. I wonder why Wooly didn't, or what? I wonder why Aura Sniper chose not to set the Solemn Judgment. Because that could have prevented a lot of this. And we're gonna see a huge attack in for 6,800 or 5,800 total damage on Wooly's side. A-Cell recombination, searching another Ammonite for next turn, and we see a top deck Graceful into Dark Hole. Absolutely crazy. We're gonna Dark Hole all 3 of those monsters, and then set the Magician of Faith to get back a Graceful, Heavy Storm, or Dark Hole. What a set of options for that Magician of Faith. So that top deck Graceful into Dark Hole was very, very good. Now this Judgment prevents a Tour Guide play, and what we do here is Caius would have to target itself, so hopefully we can Graceful into a better normal summon. And we did not. So maybe we just set this second Magician of Faith and try again next turn. Yeah. Cosmic Cyclone's gonna banish something. Looks like the Call of the Haunted, which will revive the Witch of the Black Forest, giving us a free search. So that Cosmic Cyclone did get punished by a Chainable. So Wooly takes a -1 there, unfortunately. And that Spirit Reaper is pretty scary. It could connect next turn. Since we have Bottomless to clear the Golgar that's about to come out, or the Stealth Burster, same difference. Okay, interesting. So because Bottomless was used on that and not a Synchro play, there is a monster blocking Spirit Reaper's path at the moment. Does he get back Dark Hole? Oh, he gets back Graceful. Okay. I probably would have been greedy and went for Dark Hole to enable the Spirit Reaper attack to take out their last card in hand. Because there currently is no A-Cell in the graveyard to search a follow-up play. And that Graceful Charity is going to hit a Blackluster Soldier. So it looks like we're probably attacking for game this turn. Special Summon Blackluster Soldier. That's 5,500 damage by itself due to attacking twice. And that BLS is going to swing for game. So crazy comeback from Aura Sniper. Using Goat Control's power cards in Graceful Charity and Magician of Faith and Blackluster Soldier to make the comeback. Dark Hole is generic, so anyone could have top decked Dark Hole at that point. But Goat Control specifically has 1 copy of Graceful Charity that it can reuse with Magician of Faith to dig for your outs like we just saw. We're going to see another turn 1 Grand Pulse, it looks like. Disincentivizing Aura Sniper to set any back row. Ooh, and Wooly is playing right into Heavy Storm with no fear. Not even a Solemn Judgment to negate it. Unfortunately, Aura Sniper does not have the Heavy Storm to punish that, so we're just going to set a Witch and pass, hoping it gets attacked into. Naya is going to search Water Lily, sending Night Sword Serpent most likely to make a rank 4 play. Yep, that's what it looks like. A rank 4 is not really good into a face down monster though, because we only have the options of Honor Arc and Castell. So we're going to swing for 0. This is questionable. I'm not sure what the idea here was. Oh, okay. He just wanted to flip the monster face up so that Echidna could get a search. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, that's one way to do it. And now we have an Ammonite in hand, but no targets. But perhaps we'll find targets at some point. We shall see. And we're going to set a Spirit Reaper. Unfortunately, Aura Sniper should have switched this to attack mode and attempted to crash, but because he didn't, Echidna is going to get another free search for 0 effort because that 0 attack monster is still just sitting there on the board. We're going to search Naya, discard it to send Stealth Burster to the grave, giving us a target for Ammonite, and putting 2 spell counters on the board for Golgar to use later. Golgar comes out, probably popping the face down Spirit Reaper, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we cannot pop anything with Golgar now because Overlord was only able to put out 1 counter, and Golgar needs 2. Oh, okay, but we're just gonna flip the Fiendish Chain. Very nice. Using Golgar to bounce the Fiendish Chain, placing a 2nd counter on the board, and then we can reset the Fiendish Chain like nothing ever happened, and use both of those counters to pop the face down Spirit Reaper. Wooly is in just an absolutely insane position here. Witch of the Black Forest is going to search us out of Caius the Shadow Monarch, which we can get tribute fodder for with this brain control targeting the alien overlord. And that is the only thing it can target. Wooly has an Ixie, Synchro, and Link monster on his board. You don't see that very often in split format. A lot of direct damage coming in with 3 back row behind it. 4 back row behind it. Crazy. And we see another top deck Dark Hole with no Solemn Judgment to prevent it. Absolutely crazy top deck. That might put War Sniper on the comeback here. There is no A-Cell recombination of Ice Engrave to search a follow-up play. And both of Echidna's searches were already used. So Wooly just has a bunch of back row with no board pressure now. This is crazy. Alright, we're going to see Disappear, Chain, and Magician of Faith negating or fizzling the effect. Caius comes down. Oh, and we see Wooly flip a bottomless before Caius picks its targets. That's a little awkward. Looks like they just play it as an accepted game state, though our Sniper picks his target after the fact. And then a Heavy Storm is going to clear out all the back row and put Wooly in a very bad spot. He really needed that back row to keep him alive. Or what did he even have left, actually? It looks like he just had a Cosmic Cyclone, so it really wasn't doing that much for him. His only real back row was the bottomless, which got used on the Caius. And now Cyber Dragon simply comes down, can beat over the Shock Trooper, and we have a bottomless to protect the Cyber Dragon. We could Premature Burial. I don't know how Premature Burial works with Spirit Reaper. If it would see it like getting continuously targeted by the equip spell and just die. It says after resolving. I'm not sure what that interaction is. After resolving, that targets this face-up card. Makes it sound like Premature Burial would not destroy it. I just don't know how the equip spell rules work, because I've heard something about equip spells continuously targeting, but I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm mixing it up with rules from other games. Not sure. But Naya is going to come down, searching a Water Lily. Perhaps this can give us another rank 4 play by sending a Night Sword Serpent. Or another Echidna play, since it is a reptile. But instead we're going to send... Oh, okay, because we have 5 reptiles in grave, it revives the Golgar. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Unfortunately, that does just get stopped by the bottomless trap hole. And so Wooly has no way to out this Cyber Dragon at the moment. Stealth Burster will place 2 A counters on it, meaning it can pop it. Oh, okay. Never mind. We do have an out because there was a second Stealth Burster engraved. So the one that just got sent placed 2 A counters, but the one that was already there is now allowed to use its other effect to pop the Cyber Dragon. And then Naya will connect a direct attack for 0 damage. Very powerful, very powerful. It looks like we might be using this Premature Burial on the Cyber Dragon, or if there's a Burning Dragon in there, I can't remember. That was from previous game. Yeah, so that Cyber Dragon's going to come out, hit for 2100. Or Sniper is at 300 life points, very vulnerable right now. And that Brain Control is a bluff back row. And Wooly gets a Cyber Dragon of his own, not choosing to crash, but instead choosing to attack this Magician of Faith, which has no targets. What an interesting game state. Magician of Faith with no targets. Wow. And our Sniper is going to top deck Order the Missing Barrows, which will let us simply attack for game. But again, there are no spells in graveyard. But that's... Oh, we can't even activate our Brain Control because we're at 300 life points. How awkward. How awkward. We're going to have to crash this Cyber Dragon and pray to the heavens above that Wooly does not top deck a 300 attack monster. Oh, of course, never mind. Okay, or Sniper chooses to shotgun the Barrows, expecting that Wooly will not top deck an out, which is honestly very fair. There are only so many cards you can top deck on an empty board state to deal with the Barrows. An A-Cell recombination device, unfortunately, is not one of them, because it cannot be used for the search in the same turn. Is there a Stealth Burster in grave? There is not. So Wooly has already used both of his Stealth Bursters that he had in the grave to pop stuff, meaning this Barrows is not able to be popped. We're going to see a Graceful Charity. Will it find us what we need to attack? Not this turn, but we'll swing for 3100 and we have game next turn. Even if something pops this Barrows, we have Call of the Haunted to hopefully protect our life points by reviving it. And he does top deck Ammonite, the Wooly special, top decking alien Ammonite with no cards in hand or on the board. That'll make an Echidna setting Barrows to 0 attack, which does not swing for game. That is only 200 damage, and we need 300 to win. We're going to search out Naomi, which is a quick effect hand trap to set something to 0 attack. That might save Wooly next turn, actually. What a crazy close game. Echidna's going to swing for 200, destroying this Barrows. We do have Call of the Haunted to revive it, but Naomi can then set it to 0 attack. So we're going to need to draw a second monster to really attack for game here. If I understand how Naomi works. And we top deck Cyber Dragon. Holy crap. Absolutely insane. So Cyber Dragon puts one monster on the board. Call of the Haunted puts another one. Oh wait, no, we were fine regardless. Never mind, because Naomi, I believe, can only activate during the main phase. So all we have to do is enter battle phase and flip Call of the Haunted in the battle phase. And this Naomi does not even stop us. But the Cyber Dragon just gave us super extra insurance in case we needed it. But maybe Aura Sniper doesn't understand that? I'm confused. I thought Aura Sniper had game just now. All we have to do is go to battle phase and flip Call of the Haunted. You are allowed to Call of the Haunted Barrows. And we also have a Caius engrave. So maybe Aura Sniper just didn't realize that Naomi can only activate during main phase. I'm not sure. Aura Sniper, if you're watching this video, let us know in the comments if you'd like why you did not activate the Call of the Haunted that turn to try to attack for game. I'm very curious. But of course now the Call of the Haunted comes out, protecting our life points. Naomi's going to activate in main phase 2, and now we need another monster to attack for game since we've lost our Cyber Dragon and our Barrows. And again, Brain Control does not have the life points to activate. We're going to see a Synchro Summon Armades. Interesting. Maybe he's already used all 3 Golgars. I can't remember. Probably not, right? Maybe he doesn't want to use... Maybe he doesn't want to make a Golgar if it doesn't have 8 counters at the moment. Might as well just make Armades to play around like Mirror Force or Deep Prison, I guess. Echidna failed the search. There are no reptiles left in deck to add. Wooly has been through all of his resources this game as far as monsters go. Pretty crazy. So it might be a while before he can out this 2900 defense monster. And Aura Sniper top decks Burning Dragon. 2 monster top decks in a row. Burning Dragon put in so much work this matchup. Unfortunately, it dies to a bottomless. So close yet so far. I really think Aura Sniper had game on the previous turn if he just activated Call of the Haunted in battle phase. Wooly again does not have an out to this 2900 defense monster, so we're going to see some draw pass gameplay until someone can break the stalemate. Will this Caius be the thing to do it? Let's see. Probably banishing the back row here in case it's a Deep Prison or a Mirror Force. Oh, and it was a Disappear, so nothing to fear there. But now we have this Caius breaking the stalemate and letting us attack over stuff with a Deep Prison to back it up. And a second Deep Prison. Has Heavy Storm already... Heavy Storm has not been activated by Wooly this game, it looks like. So setting the Deep Prison is a little risky here if we play down a 3rd back row. Oh no, Wooly has played Heavy Storm, but just got banished at some point. I don't remember how it got banished. But Caius will attack over the Cyber Dragon, and we can set this second Deep Prison knowing Wooly has already played his Heavy Storm this game. And Wooly does not top deck another way to deal with this Caius, so we are going to attack for game next turn. And that is the game. What a crazy match. Aura Sniper with the 100 life points comeback. Actually insane. Top deck after top deck after top deck. Barrows into Cyber Dragon into Burning Dragon. Aura Sniper went crazy this match. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I certainly did. That was insanely close. And again, let me know in the comments if there's something I missed, but I really do think Aura Sniper had game on that turn if he just played Call of the Haunted in the battle phase. My only guess is maybe he didn't know Naomi is restricted to the main phase. But if I missed something else, please let me know, because I probably did. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that game, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos.